Well, everyone, it's time for us to take a look at one of these Samsung Galaxy phones that a lot of people kind of forget about. I'm not really too sure why. They're probably one of the better lineups that Samsung has going. And it's funny, actually it's kind of sad because Samsung's pretty much going to be removing this lineup very, very soon. And these are actually the Plus phones that Samsung has been making for the last several years. Now, ever since pretty much the Galaxy S10 Plus, Samsung has had a mainline Plus iteration of all their phones. And actually, there were Plus phones even before the S10 Plus, but in real time, I would say the S10 Plus was kind of the main one. But we had the S8 Plus, S9 Plus, so on and so forth. But I would say from the S10 Plus, that's when Samsung really started to kind of revamp their Plus lineup and started giving us a lot more features for their Plus phones, or at least their Ultra phones, which kind of changed into, rather than their standard baseline phones that they have. Now, one thing that's going to be happening very soon, maybe the next iteration, Samsung is going to go ahead and remove the Plus lineup. And that's going to be a very sad thing. I guess the sales numbers just aren't doing that well for them, so it kind of makes sense why they're going to go down that direction. But the craziest thing to keep in mind with the Samsung Galaxy, Plus lineup in general, is that for the price tag, it is crazy how good of a phone you can buy, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars cheaper than what they were going for in the brand new market. But the craziest thing is that nobody even really talks about these phones. I hear a lot of talk about the Ultra phones, and I hear a lot of talk about the baseline phones as well. But the difference between their baseline like S23 and their S23 Plus, there are actually lots of cool differences between them. And that's always been something that stood out to me about how good of a job Samsung does with their Plus lineup. They're bigger phones, so you're getting just more capability with that and bigger displays and everything. You're also getting, basically a bigger battery size inside of those phones too. Almost the same size battery as their Ultra lineup, which is really nice. You're getting the same power, you're getting the same amount of RAM, everything like that too. But that's a really nice trade-off. If you're able to spend a little bit more money, but save some money compared to their Ultra lineup of that year, and you're also able to, get a little bit of, a bigger display, you're able to go ahead and get a bigger size, battery inside of it too. That's a really nice, kind of trade-off going from their smaller phone to their bigger one. So I will tell you, if you're in the market, you cannot go wrong with the Plus Samsung phone as long as it's still supported with software. I would recommend buying their S21 Plus or newer. Those are very, very good phones to buy. And I think Samsung at the end of the day has done a really good job with those devices. Of course, they may not be perfect, but I think they're really good. And it's funny because these are some of the best phones Samsung's made, but people just don't really talk about them. And I'm not really too sure why, probably just because they're not that popular. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Solden.